5 months ago, I published a video on how to get your property ready for winter. It seems bizarre that we're now through the winter and we're into spring. So now it's all about getting your property ready for summer. So today it's all about jet washing the patio. So just before I get on and jet wash the patio, I've had a lot of requests on updates of how all my seedlings and that getting on. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what's happening at the moment. So I must say it's really handy to have this set of shelves in my conservatory stroke kitchen for exactly this, growing seedlings and propagating as well. So just going from left to right, I've got a tray full here of cauliflower with a couple of onions that seem to be getting on quite well. I've got some ivy here just in water, and this is in preparation for my green wall. And if you see, you can actually see that they've started forming roots pretty proficiently. These are 3 different types. Don't tell me what their names are, but see the roots on those? So they're just ready to pot up, I think. And you can see the green, the new green growth at the top as well, and the roots coming out at the bottom. So I think in the next couple of days I'll be putting those into pots. So I've got plenty of ivy that should be drooping down this green wall. There's some cosmos here, and now I didn't realise how tall cosmos grew. These go up to about 900 millimetres, or just getting on for a metre. So they're only fairly young. Look at the size of them already. So they're going to be going for it. A little bit of coriander, and these are 2 shoots that I have propagated from star jasmine that seem to have taken, because they've got some nice new green foliage and buds at the top there as well. So they seem to be doing well, which I'm happy about. At the end here I've got some French marigold just for some colour in the garden over the summer. So on the next tray down here I've got some courgettes, and I've got some kale in the middle, and some Lolo lettuce, which seems to be doing quite well. I like the colour of that. I've got onions, spring onions ongoing. This one I'll come back to in a minute. I've got some more lettuce, which really needs to be maybe put out into the garden fairly soon. And here I've got some ginger growing. This is just a piece of ginger from the supermarket that I put in. And that's growing quite nicely, and I'll be splitting that, so over the summer we've got 2 or 3 pots of ginger going, and another little bit of ivy that's actually doing quite well. You can see the new growth at the top, and obviously the roots will be forming quite nicely on that. Here I've got some more lettuce which I need to prick out, but I definitely don't need all of that. This is iceberg, which I haven't got anywhere else, so I'm keen to get some iceberg lettuce. And this is some leftovers of some onion and cauliflower that I pricked out and I just left growing. And on the bottom here I've just got some flowers in some trays. So just coming back to this one, and these are the seeds you saw me sow 2 weeks ago. 3 packs of lobelia, and this was 2 weeks ago. And can you see what's happened since? Yep, absolutely nothing. So I've got 3 different colours here. If you remember, the middle blue one was really, really fine. And I'm sort of surprised that after 2 weeks I've not seen anything in here at all. And I do need these to grow, because if you remember, these are going to give me colour in my green wall, which I'm going to be building out there in a couple of weeks' time. So I really need these to grow to give me lots of plants for that wall. But at the moment, it's not looking very promising. To be fair, the packet did say 14 to 21 days, so I've still got a few days before I hit the 21 days, but it doesn't look very promising at the moment. So go and watch me jet wash the patio while I sit here and reflect on the 10 quid's worth of seeds that I've put into this tray. So my patio isn't particularly bad. That's because I do this every year. But if you've got a particularly bad patio with moss and green and gunk on it that hasn't been cleaned for years, I would highly suggest using a patio cleaner. It's like a detergent that's going to help bring all that off. What I wouldn't do is put it in this dispenser and let it come out the end. Really, I'm cleaning this with like a mechanical action of the force of the water hitting the stone. I don't see how a detergent in that sort of millionth of a second hitting that stone is really going to do anything. I think it's going to be a lot more effective if you spread it over your patio, dilute it with water and leave it an hour to soak before you come along and hit it with a water jet. Okay, so let's get this connected up and I'll show you the difference, hopefully, between a before and after. My patio is made from Indian sandstone, which means it has a naturally textured surface, which in some areas holds water after it rains, which gathers dirt, and I find the slabs on the leeward side of the house particularly have a tendency also to get slightly green over the winter. Using pots on the patios without trays also doesn't help and is totally my fault, and generally this textured surface is more prone to attracting some growth. So it's time to dust off the pressure washer and to do my yearly clean. This Karcher machine I've had for many years now and is still going strong, and I've not needed to replace any of the seals or parts, and after all these years they still sell the same machine but in a slightly updated looking body. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Once I've untangled everything, I give it some power and water and I'm ready to go. Every time I do this, I start by using the lance with the rotating spray that's specifically designed for this type of work, but I always end up changing it to the standard straight lance, which for some reason I prefer. I don't know why I don't like what they call the Dirt Blaster spray lance. Maybe it's a continuous vibration down the handle that gets me. Either way though, whichever lance you use, the spray is strong enough to cut through the dirt on the surface. While I'm doing this, you might notice I've got sunglasses on. They're not actually sunglasses, they're tinted eye protection, which you really do need to use eye protection for something like this because the force of the water tends to flick debris everywhere. With it up and running, then it's just a matter of working your way around the patio.
Water's rising, the dawn is breaking in. It was bound.
When I'm washing an area like this, I always try to move backwards. This keeps all the cables and the extension lead well away from the water and hopefully in the dry.
So why you bother? This is nothing you can run from.
Whichever way you go, forwards or backwards, regularly you're going to need to stop to rearrange both water and power feeds. Although this machine does have quite a long hose, I think it's 7 meters from the unit to the handle, and that helps a lot and stops you having to set up too many times. When I'm cleaning the slabs, I also give any garden furniture I come across a quick spray to remove any winter crud. There's really nothing like a pressure washer to be able to remove dirt from paving. Obviously the distance the lance is away from the stone, together with how long you linger in any particular place, makes a difference to its effectiveness. Here I'm staying away from the joints as much as I can. The jointing compound should be strong enough to keep in place under this pressure, but just like the yellow toffees in Quality Street shouldn't take out your fillings, sometimes you can regret spending too much time over a joint very quickly. There is a real satisfaction of seeing the change in colour as you gradually move from one slab to another. Once I finish an area, before it dries, I give it a final wash off and the yearly patio clean is complete. Can you believe that this weather is still in March? It very much feels like the start of summer, but I think this good weather isn't going to last very long. So it's good to take the opportunity while it is here to get a job like this out the way. Now I've done it for this season, I'm expecting this patio to look pretty good all the way through the summer, and it won't really get dirty again until next winter. So this is like definitely one of those jobs that's good just to get out the way. Better done now, realising you've got a complete mess of a patio half an hour before the family come over for a barbecue. Been there and done that before. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please check out the other ones on my channel, and please go and have a look at our Patreon page, and maybe you can support us over there. So I've just got another 5 minutes of clearing this up, and then I think that'll be the end of the day. I'll see you next time.